I'm Giselle Godinez and I can make things disappear.
Hi, my name is Anthony Armillo and I can breathe smoke.
Hi, my name is Pogisa and my talent is Butler. Eating cereal.
Hi, my name is Diana. I could set boys on fire.
Ah! My name's Ryan and I can do that jerk.
You're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk.
Hi, my name is Joanna and I can lift things with my mind. And let things go under the table.
Hi, my name is Ebony Vargas, and I can teleport places. I'm here, and I'm here, and I'm here, and I'm here. And I'm in your TV. Welcome to Girls TV.
Try to make a line. So instead of a little shack excellent, Oscar, I'm more on that side.
Hi, my name is Pogisa and I'm with Girls TV, and today we're interviewing the graffiti art team at our after school program at the 49ers Academy. Okay, I'm gonna ask Rudy Rivera. Excuse me? Oh, what are you guys doing today?
We're actually doing a mural to represent how we're supposed to represent graffiti. So for us, graffiti is like doing style, and it means like hard for us. And some people represent it the way. So what we're trying to do is to bring the community to unite their hearts. Thanks. That's all.
Thank you. Can you tell me what you're doing?
Right now we're painting a mural and we're doing the background.
So can you tell me what your part really is, what you're doing right now?
My part is to do, you see the sun right here?
Yeah.
It's to do the what's that called? The
Sunset?
yeah, the sunset. Thank you. This is what it's gonna look like, but we're actually gonna put EPA Soul because that's what the music program is about.
So I was actually a history teacher, if you can imagine, who used spray paint to teach history lessons to 8th graders.
It's very interesting.
It made them focus and be quiet in class sometimes.
Hi, can you show me some techniques you could do with your spray paint?
You have to do the straight lines, like you have to do the straight lines so you could so you can't have any drips and you could go up and down to go more faster. And no fire hosing because it makes your paint more like worse.
Can you tell me what fire hosing is?
I can show you. And that's fire hosing. That's fire hosing. Thanks.
I'm wearing the mask because when you spray paint, there's like a really smell and it really bothers my nose.
It's going to take a long time. You'll see this is only the beginning. We're actually going to hit the wall with brushes. We're going to be painting really small detail. So spray paint is basically the background, and then all the detail on top is going to go with brushes. So you'll see us out here pretty much twice a week, every week for about a month. We really, really feel honored to be part of your school. So we want to leave something that your friends and peers and students do. We want to leave something for you all to remember us by.
Hi, this is Pogisa with Girls TV, filming at the 49ers Academy. And that's all for the graffiti art project. Thank you. Hi, my name is Pogisa and I'm with Girls TV. Today I will be talking about how it is to be a female editor. Today I will be interviewing Henrietta. She is the editor of the EPA Today newspaper. She also has her own show named Talking with Henrietta. Thanks for being here today, Henrietta. How are you today?
Thank you so much for inviting me, Pogisa. I feel great. I'm glad to be here.
Okay. Question 1. Where are you from?
I'm from Washington, D.C.
Interesting state. What is your favorite food?
Well, I'm a vegetarian, and some people would say how they like hamburgers. And being a vegetarian, I like vegetarian dishes. And one of my favorite is a dish that has tofu in it and black mushrooms. So I like all kinds of tofu dishes.
Do you have any hobbies?
I like to make things, create things, so I like to sew. I like to garden. I like arts and crafts. And I practice yoga and swimming.
Can you tell us about your job?
My job, well, it's a job that's where I do a lot of different things. And so those are the types of things that interest me the most. I put together the East Palo Alto newspaper, which means that I edit the articles that go in the paper and work with the writers who submit the articles. And I interview people and I write myself for the newspaper.
Okay, what made you decide to become a journalist that you are today?
Well, I was always interested in writing, and I started in school, in middle school, just like where you are, and I started working on the school newspaper. And I continued doing that through college, worked on the school newspaper. And I realized in college that I really wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be, I thought at the time, where the action is, where things are happening, so that I could write about them. And that's how I started out.
Okay. What inspired you to become the person you are today?
What inspired me to be the person I am today? Well, I've always wanted to be involved with ideas and what was going on and to work to make it a better world. So doing what I am now helps me to fulfill that goal. And also, I grew up as an only child, and I wanted my parents to be proud of me. So I wanted to do good things, and now I have an opportunity to do many of the things that I wanted to do.
Okay, what is your favorite part about being a journalist?
I get to, as a journalist, talk to a lot of different people and get involved in a lot of different issues. And I get to write and get opinions about what's going on in the world. And being a journalist allows me to be involved with ideas and influence what people think about what's going on around them. And so I think as people think about what's going on around them, they can make good decisions in terms of their future, their community, their families.
What's the most memorable event you've ever written about?
I've written a lot of stories, so it's hard to say what's been some of the most memorable. But lately, I've been featuring stories written by someone who grew up in East Palo Alto, Ricky Stevenson, who has a business in Paris, France. And so I like working with her articles. And one of the articles we featured in the newspaper, Ricky was talking about meeting President Obama. And so she sent back pictures of President Obama, Michelle Obama, and at the time it was D-Day in Paris. And so she was writing about a world war and some of the activities going on that celebrated the veterans who were involved in D-Day.
Okay. Did you cover the plane crash that recently happened?
Well, I was very, very tempted, being a journalist, as I said, being where the action is. When I heard about it, I was very tempted to run over with my camera and take pictures and interview people. But last night what I did was go to an emergency preparedness meeting where the chief of police and the fire chief and some city and county officials were there talking about what happened during the plane crash and what was going on in the community, and some of the things that can be done to alert people when emergencies happen. And so I am planning to write about that, what happened last night, for an article to put on the website for the East Palo Alto Today newspaper. So I'm going to go home after my interview with you and write that article. And I just now, on my way here, passed the chief of police and a lot of journalists who were interviewing the chief of police about the plane crash.
Was that on the news?
Well, I haven't seen it on the news yet, but I know it's going to be on the news. And today I posted an article by Congresswoman Anna Eshoo, who made a statement about the plane crash.
What's the most exciting place you've ever been?
Well, I like Hawaii, having grown up on the East Coast and moving to California. I used to hear about the islands. And so my background on the West Coast was being involved in the West Indies. So I had been to the West Indies, and I was anxious to find out what the Pacific Islands are all about. So I enjoyed my trip to Hawaii. And I also enjoyed a trip that I took to Rome, because growing up I had several classes, Latin classes, learning about the ancient Romans. And I always at that time wanted to live at that time. I was kind of sad one time reading a book about ancient Rome that I didn't live in that time. So it was very, very interesting when I went to Rome. I felt that I had been there before, maybe as a Roman soldier. So I enjoyed that trip.
What is one project you've always wanted to work on?
Oh, a project that I have always wanted to work on. Well, I happen to be working on a website for my show, Talking with Henrietta. And believe it or not, I started the website about 2003.
A long time.
That's a long time ago. And I stopped it to work on the East Palo Alto Today website. And so I put it together a lot, but every time I get ready to upload it, I do another show, so I have to keep it current. And then I start working on the newspaper and on the East Palo Alto Today website. So I'm finally going to upload the Talking with Henrietta website. And so that's a project that would be, it will give me a lot of satisfaction to complete.
What is your TV show about, and why did you start it?
The television show examines the issues that affect the community, and the show is aired in 5 cities: in East Palo Alto, in Atherton, in Menlo Park, and in Stanford. And so the show covers a lot of issues that affect those communities. And what I like about the show is that I get to interview decision makers and people who are involved in making the community better or involved in the issues that affect the community. For example, homelessness, health issues, housing issues, crime issues. So I get to talk to the city council members, to the police department, members of the police department. I get to talk about issues like emergency preparedness. And I think in doing the show, it's able to influence and give a lot of information to the people who look at it.
Do you know what channel it's on? I plan on watching it.
Yes, it's on Channel 27, which is a cable channel. And if you don't see it, if you don't happen to have Comcast where it airs on television, you can also see it on the web.
On the website. Can you talk about some interesting guests you've had on your show?
Yes, I've had city council members in East Palo Alto and Palo Alto, in Menlo Park. I've had police officials like the chief of police. I've had candidates running for the city council, for the state legislature. In fact, on my upcoming show, I'll have a state assemblyman and also a state senator, and that's on my show coming up at the end of this month. So I talk with people in the community who are making changes and trying to improve the community. I even talk to students like you on the show. And it's always fun to see what young people are thinking. So I get to talk to a lot of different people who are involved in a lot of different areas.
Does your show air like every month, or do you do one every week?
Well, I do a show once every 2 weeks, and the show that I do airs about 5 times a week, 5 or 6 times a week, at different times during the week.
What is it like being a female journalist?
I don't think of myself in terms of a female journalist. I think of myself first as a journalist. And as long as I've concentrated on being a journalist, it's like, how can I do the best that I can and be the best that I can at what it is that I'm doing? And what you're doing is making me think of a time when I was in New York, where I started out as a reporter. And I went from being a newspaper reporter to being a television reporter. And I can remember going on a story with a camera crew. And the person I was going to interview thought that the cameraman was the one in charge of the story, not me. And I was just standing to the side watching how he was dealing with the cameraman. And then the cameraman said, "She's the reporter." And it's like, oh! And his reaction was very different from that time on. So that was fun. Sometimes there are interesting things like that that happen because I am who it is I am. And another time I can remember being on television hosting a show, and afterwards somebody came up to me and said, "You're it?" And it's like, "What do you mean I'm it?" I said, "Well, you look so much bigger on TV." And so I guess that was a part of being female.
Do you ever run into any obstacles being a female or otherwise on your career path?
Yes, I think there are lots of obstacles because there are a lot of relations when you're dealing with people, a lot of situations in working with people that come up that can be very, very stressful. And one has to always be mindful of where everybody else is, psychologically and emotionally, in terms of what's going on. And the issue always is, how can I be the best person I can be by enabling the other people I'm working with to give their best and to be the best that they can. And it's sometimes the obstacle is getting everybody to focus on what the task is and what we're supposed to be doing. And to get them to enjoy being involved with what it is that we're doing. So there can be some obstacles in that respect, where at least I found as a journalist professionally, trying to do what I'm doing. It's much easier now in doing what it is that I do in dealing with people.
I would like to thank you for coming on my show today.
Well, Pujisna, thank you so much for having me. I very much appreciate your inviting me.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Oh, it's a pleasure being here.
Thanks for watching today. Bye.
Oh my gosh, girls, come in here.
What happened?
I can't find the tape for the show tonight. I can't find the tape.
Who could have took it?
I don't know.
Who could have took it?
I don't know. I didn't see, but I definitely put it in here.
The
so
jackers?
Someone must have taken it out.
Someone jack your tape for the show?
Yeah, for the show.
So that means we can't go. We can't. Do
I guess
the show.
we can't. I guess we can't do the show.
Okay, we can't find it.
We can't find it.
This must be a mystery.
We should start looking for some clues.
Diana! I think Giselle looks suspicious. Should we ask her?
Yes.
Giselle! Giselle! Can we ask you some questions? We just want to ask you something. Have you seen our missing tape?
Yes.
Who had it?
It was a girl with a white shirt, and she was walking through the gym. I mean, with a white jacket.
What kind of shirt was she wearing?
A red one that said SF on it.
Are you really sure you saw her with our tape?
Yes, I did.
Are you sure you don't have it?
I don't have it.
Did it say Girls TV, March Band tape?
Well, I couldn't read it because she was in front of me and I walked the car.
Does she look suspicious?
Yes, she had her head up.
Okay, I'm sorry we blamed you.
Okay.
Thank you. Peace out.
Look, there's a clue.
It says property of Girls TV.
Who could have dropped that?
Maybe it's that girl. Oh, there she is! We should go chase her! There she is! Get her!
man! We found it. We got the tape. We got the set. Now you're coming with us. What's your name?
Ashley Robinson.
Now, Ashley Robinson, why did you decide to steal this tape?
I have no idea.
It says here you always wanted to be in Girls TV.
Yes, but the last time I came, there was no more space available. So I decided to, instead of me being in it, and nobody should be in it.
You stole the tape.
I didn't steal the tape. Say sorry.
Say sorry.
All you have to do is say one word, sorry, and this will all be over with it.
Or should I?
Well, if you say sorry, we can ask if you could be in Girls TV, but you've always wanted to be in. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Now you're in Girls TV. Doesn't that feel good?
Yes, it does.
Yes. Mystery solved.
Now, shoo shoo.
And now you watched our show, so now we want to take you behind the scenes with Girls TV.
And now we're behind the scenes with Girls TV. Now we're gonna take you on a tour of the studio. Let's go.
You're not even in my.
This is where they record.
Take a little tour in. Come on, come on. This is a piano they play, and that's where they fix their music and their voice, and that's where they play and sing. And here are some of the guests Girls TV. This is hi. Okay, this is Laura.
Hi, I was here last year, so a couple of you will remember me.
Abby, a new member.
Awesome!
Another recording studio, as you can see, a vocal. And Polisa, our nice friend, right here. I'll take you over here on a tour. This is the area where, like, when we have free time here, we could use these nice computers. This is where we do the interviews that I was just showing you. The one and the only Becca.
Hi!
Could you tell us what you're doing today?
We're putting the cameras. Putting the cameras in their place so we can interview you guys. This guy.
This is what they're doing to fix the cameras. So let's begin. Get over here. Oh, okay. As you can see, they're fixing the cameras very slightly and gently, because if they could break the cameras if they do it very hard. So yeah.
And then you can make sure it's not.
And now Laura's using her phone, but it's okay. But she's still paying attention. Right? Yeah.
Hi.
Okay. We interview people, we turn them on. There's another one over there, but we're not using it. So it makes the room lighter. So we make it more lighter. That way it won't look dark.
I want to give a shout out to my cat Bob and my dog Billy. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thumbs up. That was funny.